Hey boys and girls, for this week we're going to be talking more about geometric shapes, which are shapes that have names such as circle, oval, and rectangle for this project. Today we're going to talk about how to move or arrange those shapes so that we can make a picture of a flower garden. The artist that we're looking at is KLee. He was a German artist that often worked with geometric shapes to make pictures of nature. So if you get to your slides today, you're going to see that there are some various examples. On slide number 2, it talks about different kind of shapes that artists can use, and you are open and free to use any of these shapes on your flowers or in your garden today. I just wanted to break it down to 3 really simple shapes that you guys can get a lot of success with this flower garden by using. So I'm going to switch this camera to my hands and we'll get through the slides and I'll show you guys how to make this drawing for today. All right. So for today, we don't need much as far as drawing materials. I have 2 pieces of paper here because I'm going to get started with slide number 2. It's talking about different shapes that artists use and then things that you can do with those. The shapes that we're going to be using today are circle. So you could practice circles. You could do circles of different sizes. So just practice using a curved line and different size circles. Okay, so first we're just practicing our shapes. We can try an oval. We're going to use that today. And then see if you can make 4 other ovals each time a little bit smaller. So you are trying different sizes. Okay, and then we can always move them in different directions. I could turn this oval. And then today we're also going to be working with rectangle. Okay, and you can try making them a little bit smaller each time, just so you're working with sizes. Shapes can always be moved to different sizes. Okay, now for our project today, we're going to be making geometric flowers, but on slide number 3, you'll see other paintings that the artist KLee made as well of nature. Some trees with really beautiful colors and beautiful simple shapes. So take a look at that on slide 3. On slide 4, it talks about a painting of his that he made called Blossoms in the Wind. And I want you to take a moment and observe this painting and see if you can find the different shapes that he used in his garden. Do the flowers feel like they are blowing in the wind, or do some of them feel stable, like they're growing out of the ground? And then finally, what does the artist do to make some of the flowers look balanced and stable? So our next slide has this example, okay, already finished. So again, the shapes that we're going to practice: circle, oval, and rectangle. And it's about putting them together. So I use our circles for the inside of the flowers, ovals going around them, rectangle stems, and you can see they're different sizes: large, small. This one's a little bent. This one's straight. So today, take out your black marker. If you have a black crayon, I always like to start with that for a nice bold outline. Okay, and I have my example here to help me. So I'm going to start with my rectangles. Maybe some different sizes. They're pretty skinny. We want to use these for the stems of our flowers. So after that, I'm going to use my next shape, which will be a circle. Going around the circle, I'm going to use an oval. All different sizes of ovals. Maybe this flower I'll have ovals that are all the same size, but you can change this up. You can use some other shapes too. There's a whole list of shapes on slide 2 that you can look at. And you can use any of those. This is just probably the best way to get going so that you have something successful. I'm going to use some ovals on the side here for my little leaves that come off of the stem. And we can change the direction of them. So if it's blowing in the wind, maybe I want to curve line and make a rectangle It's a little more curved, right? Put the circle on top, and it's going to look like it's blowing this way in the wind. So I'm going to use some different circles going around for this flower. Okay, so you can do that in yours too. You can make them look like they're blowing in the wind. Put my little leaves down. I could put some right across the ground. So I'll just go right here. And I'm going to put this rectangle behind this rectangle. We did that with cityscapes. It's called overlapping, putting one shape over another. Add my circle and my ovals. Maybe this one did not make it through the windstorm. This flower was knocked down to the ground. There we go. And I'm going to remember to use my ovals here and here. Okay. And we can fill this all up. I can just keep going around. Maybe I'll make some smaller flowers in the distance for this garden. Ovals all the way around. Okay, so today we're really focused on 3 shapes: circle, oval, and rectangle. How do we put them together to make pictures that people know what it is for our flower garden? And it's about arranging or moving those shapes on purpose. Okay, and then of course we can come in with our colors. You can see here when I made this one, you can just use really bold, bright colors. I used most of my stems were green. I used a pattern here. We've talked about pattern before, where we have yellow, red, yellow, red, yellow, red, yellow, red, all the way around the flower to make a repeating pattern. So I hope you have a great time with these flowers today. I hope you enjoyed the artwork of KLee, and I can't wait to see the results. See everyone next time. Bye.